or we're definitely a bit punished by how much better sometimes the Lurrus can be if we are running low on mana. And that's something we need to consider when we are deck building. I think I need to consider when I'm deck building. I cut one of these Springleaf Drums, and I generally tend to cut them against Jaunt, but maybe I should have kept them in and have this mana advantage that this card provides. Other than that, I've been pretty happy with the deck so far. What I'm not happy about is this third animation module. I've drawn it a ton, 2 animation modules, and that's the reason you don't play 3s, you don't want to draw a lot of them. And we have not drawn that many Ozoliths. So, you know, if you're gonna draw too many of one card, I would rather ensure that we're drawing the Ozolith, oh sorry about that, than ensure that we're drawing an animation module. This is just the more powerful card. I could see myself cutting one animation module. Maybe you could find room for something else. Metallic Mimics, I think I would like to try. We haven't seen the Stonecoil Serpent in action, and yeah, basically we had some very close games against Burn, and definitely would like to go back and watch them myself, those games, because I think I've kind of learned a bit, especially on the second game where we lost. There was probably like some learnings to do there of when to use your Nature's Claims to play against Skullcrack. They don't seem to be playing Smashers Mithrans, which is a very good news for us. Very good news for us since we're playing artifacts. But still, Skullcrack, a powerful card. Okay, match 3. Let's go. We're playing again Hugo Freitas the first. Yes, and I won the die roll again. This is unheard of almost. I guess everybody feels that they never win the die roll. Isn't it, internet? This hand is fantastic. Our opponent did not reveal a companion. So we are either against some combo deck or against maybe Amulet Titan. Either way, there's not much we can do either against either of those by mulliganing. So I would rather just keep a very solid hand with Scales and Ravager and Ballista and try to find a kill by turn 4 if we can. So I'll see what our opponent is up to. We may lose to Griselbrand, ad nauseum, but in the end of the day, you don't have the tools to fight a matchup. And I think Scales, sometimes we kind of like these really powerful tools like counter magic to deal with some of these harder matchups like ad nauseum and Griselbrand and all that stuff. Then you need to find just the fastest clock, and this hand is probably a pretty fast clock. So we are just going to play Scales, pass the turn, and find out what our opponent is up to. Sometimes Scalding Tarn. Is this a Bloodmoon deck? Is this a Phoenix deck? Is this back? That's an island, and that's a Synergy. Maybe okay. Then we're playing probably against Storm. Still very good to have a Walking Ballista that can shoot down their Goblin, for example. We are going to play the Walking Ballista this turn. Almost for sure, yeah. And we're gonna try to bring as much pressure as possible to our opponent. It would be awesome to be able to hit the next 2 line drops as well. This way we are able to basically kill them with Hangarback Ravager. That'd be nice. So there's a Simian Spirit Guide. That's always an As Foretold deck. Jeez, that's scary. Okay, he plays some Rhinos. They're scary, but they're not like the scariest. They're not the scariest cards. But the Rhinos, Electro Dominance, we're gonna sacrifice all sorts of cards. We have a choice now. We can either play Scales. Springleaf Drum, tap here, and set up for a kill next turn. So we can play Scales, play Springleaf Drum, tap a Walking Ballista, play Ancient Steerings. That's one option. Another option that I see is we could Ancient Steerings, find another green source, play Springleaf Drum, tap and get maybe a Hangarback down. Oh yeah, and then next turn just go for the Ravager kill. So if we go for this line that I just mentioned, where we get all of these cards down, is it a kill next turn? Not really. So let's try to find more lands with Ancient Searings. Thicket is an amazing card to draw right now, I think. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. So we can play a Thicket. We can play both Drum and Hardened Scales. Hope to not die next turn. I don't think they can really kill us turn 3 so easily. And then from there, try to kill them the turn after. I think that's our best line, to try to go for a kill as soon as possible. Of course, could play Hangarback now. Next turn, play Ravager with second Hardened Scales, and also that could be a kill. Maybe that's better. So if we next turn we play Ravager, we'll have 2-3 counters on, then we'll sack here. That will be 7 more counters, like it will be 9 more counters and move here. Then maybe that's good enough. Maybe we don't need to do all this cute stuff, and we can keep the Hangarback to walk. Even though these ones to walk, to block. Even though these guys have a trample. Then we are not so exposed, so he doesn't have. Yeah, I think I'm gonna run that. And that sounds like a good enough line to me. And if we draw, basically next on the Springleaf Drum, we can play and tap Ravager. I'm not gonna attack now. So let's see what he does. If this turn is not winning the game or completely wrecking us, then we have a chance. Or not a chance, we pretty much win. So we take 4 damage, plays a land, tapped. Okay. So once each turn, you may pay 0 and then pay the mana cost for a spell you cast with converted mana cost X or less, where X is the number of 10 counters on As Foretold. Doesn't say anything about it having to be your own turn. Oh, another Ballista. Okay. So what I'm thinking is to cast Hardened Scales, cast Springleaf Drum. Do we need to even cast Springleaf Drum? So we can get Hardened Scales, Springleaf Drum, tap this. Yeah. Play Springleaf Drum. Play Hardened Scales. I will tap the Hangarback, the Ravager. Sacrifice the Ravager. He's just putting some things in the chat. Does it make sense to just go for it? So now we move. I mean, yeah, I'm just gonna. I mean, if we get blown up, we get blown up. They don't run so much interaction this deck, I think. So yeah. Oh, he has the Bolt. Damn it! Wow. Apparently they do run some interaction, huh? Wow, so basically we just lost this game. Not lost, but yeah, we're pretty close to losing. Oof, misplace. I didn't know this deck was playing Lightning Bolt actually. Oh, play it for free. So this is his free spell. Another As Foretold, so he has another free spell. So yeah, I go down to 4. Brushland. So I can cast Lurrus and a Springleaf Drum. Will do anything. So I block here, gain 4 life. In 3 I go to 7. He tramples for 6. I go to 1. Or I cast Ballista for make a 4/4, block, shoot, and then I hope to draw another line next turn. That's not looking great. That's not looking very promising. Either line. Two, 3. It will be a 4/4. If it's a 4/4, I'm dead, right? So yeah, let's just cast the Lurrus and get the Springleaf Drum. Maybe we can find a Ravager next turn. Yeah. I have much to do. He draws a million cards. He opts. Or they opt. So I block one of them. Guess Ravager off the top could do it. I go on to 1. Fire Izzet. Draws. More Rhinos. Search for Scanta. Horizon Canopy. Doesn't do it right. Oh, well, maybe. Let's just try. No. Then, okay, we have some good options against this deck though. So, As Foretold, I haven't seen this deck in a long time, and maybe let's just look it up. Where is this? Electro Balance. They do play Bolt, so that's my bad for not knowing actually. They have Restore Balance, Crashing Footholds, Forces. So they don't play many counter spells, but they do play. Yeah, I mean, they only have As Foretold as a strong enchantment to deal with. But they have Missile Spirit, Anger of the Gods, Shatter Spree, Destroy Target Artifact. Okay, Shattering Spree looks scary. So what are we gonna do? I don't think we wanna Path to Exile in this deck. In our deck versus this. No, we had a good hand. I feel we're throwing a bit these games. I don't think they have any activated abilities whatsoever, so Pithing Needle is not good. Damping Sphere. They don't play that many counter spells. I like this to Seal of Primordium to try to deal with a. I think Throne of Geth is just too bad. Is Damping Sphere any good against them? Okay, what they play Electro Dominance. I actually think Ethersworn Canonist can be really good against Electro Dominance, so we'll do that. What about Stone Cold Serpent? I have no multicolor spells, right? But I don't know if Damping Sphere is any better. Stone Cold Serpent. So maybe we just want a dumb dude that we can send forward. Or a dumb snake. Man, I feel like we should not have lost that game. I think we got a bit ahead of ourselves. Yeah, I'll watch the game and see. I don't think they're necessarily playing a grindy matchup, right? I mean, What does this hand do? 2 lands, Hangarback Walker. Allows for some servos to be played. Yeah. I'm not convinced. I think we can do better. And we did better. We only have a tap land though, that's the only problem. But I think I'm gonna put a worker back. Yeah, I'm gonna put a worker back. Most likely play the keep. Play Hardened Scales first, because we anyway have a turn to play in both Ozolith or he did Mulligan as well, right? So we have a turn to play in either Ozolith or the worker. So I like that. Even Stoga Serpent, so I'll just put Scales into play as fast as possible. Yeah, we gotta be careful with that lightning bolt. I feel I always get blown up by these decks that they're combo decks, so they play like a little bit of interaction, and I never play around it. That's something to consider. Oh, that's a Siemens big guy for such a stand. What do you see in Modern these days? Okay, that's a tab land. That means we're gonna play both Arcbound Worker and the Ozolith. And he actually has to have Lightning Bolt in order to kill this worker. Then next turn we can actually get pretty big Stonecold Serpent. So let's see what I don't have anything to do. He does being As Foretold, so I'm guessing he has one in hand. Another Ancestral Vision. Greater Gargadon. Okay, so he can actually do the Restore Balance thingy. So no, I need to read Restore Balance. So Restore Balance. Each player chooses a number of lands and who controls the fewest, then sacrifices the rest. Player sacrifice creatures and discard cards the same way. So it does not affect these cards. So I think we're just gonna play all out. So we just don't want to really be discarding spells. And yeah, I'm guessing he can As Foretold and destroy all our lands, but then anyway he can make us discard cards, so not nice. I'll put the counters here. This is probably our fastest clock, right? And if we find a way to kill it or a Ravager, we can actually. So yeah, of course he has to have As Foretold, and that's a bit scary that he beamed that one. He does put this on top. Okay, he just concedes. So he was missing lines, I guess. The good thing about Damping Sphere is that the turn he does play the As Foretold, he cannot cast anything else because it costs him 1 more mana. So basically we can even try to find a spot for this. Maybe the animation model, which is way too slow. Keep only one of them in. Yeah. Maybe even get it out and get myself a Throne of Geth. Does not get affected by, yeah. So these cards are artifacts are not affected by As Foretold. So Restore Balance, so it's pretty good. Yeah, probably on the draw this is good because we are facing probably a very strong fast start by our opponent. And we want to be sure that we can kind of stunt it. Ooh, this hand is just not good enough. Yeah, just these cards are fine, but they don't do anything, and we have really no way to enable them. So mulliganing, I like this hand much better. So we keep. Now the decision is: do we keep Scales in, So do we keep a Scales or do we keep a land? So let's see, turn 1. I think I'm almost sure we send, even though we send the Phyrexia score. So turn 1 we play Scales, turn 2 we can play Ethersworn Canonist. Anything to do with it, or they need to do with it. Turn 3, if we have drawn a land, we can play Hangarback with 2 Hardened Scales. If we haven't, then we just play Hangarback. I think we can pretty much assume we will draw a land. Do I wanna bin this? This is also which of the two? I am thinking just gonna put this here. It is not really a Lurrus matchup, so just gonna do this. Be done. Of course, there's a lot of things we lose to, so let's see. As a spy above canal, that's a 7 visions. And what does he do? 2 cards on the bottom. Okay. So that's an Ozolith. I like Hardened Scales better, I think. I was a bit greedy with the lands there, but really I don't think we can afford to be slow. Set first counter. That's pretty fine. Okay, that's Stamping Sphere. I think I still like Ethersworn Canonist better. If they deal with it, they don't deal with yeah. If we draw land, we can play second Scales and the this does flip quite quickly. I think it's 7 cards, right? Then if you have 7 or more cards in your graveyard, he liked this card. He was looking for lands. Okay, that's a Thicket, super good. I'm seriously considering playing both Ozolith and Damping Sphere, or even Hardened Scales and Damping Sphere. Yeah, I will attack. I think I will attack with because I'm a bit scared, honestly. Maybe he blows it. Okay, blue. Interesting. Okay, he will bolt our dude. Just fine. Second main phase, we're going to play the second Hardened Scales and play that's here. Maybe he has a counter for it. Wow. Ultraman's for X equals 1. He puts some Rhinos in play. Very strong play. He almost gets a flip. If he puts a card, he flips. Oh, he doesn't, so he loves the card. It's not. Ooh, As Foretold. Okay, but he cannot cast anything now. Love to draw land. Not this land. Not sure. So he will for sure flip, I guess. Damping Sphere. Maybe I should play Damping Sphere first. Make him use something on it. He then use something on it. If I don't block, I die to Lightning Bolt. I think Ravager is our only option. Yeah, if I take it, I'll just die, so. That card being coming in top has been a problem. I wish I had the Ozolith that would keep my counters. Oof, this game slipped quickly. It will deal 1 damage to me. Make 3 zombie, 3 suspends this. No, he just casts it for free. Those 3 cards. Steam Band stopped. Yet another Hardened Scales. Okay, I can play Lurrus. I can play Lurrus, basically. Wow. I think playing Lurrus is the only option, right? Just playing Lurrus, holding this back, blocking with a bunch of them. Not sure whether I should attack. No, not attack. Try to block. At least kill one of them. Just put counters. No, he flips. Or he maybe just prefers to have the Ethersworn Canonist as a. Oh wow, yes. When he wins a Restore Bounds, you know you're in trouble, friends. This is not looking so good. This is not looking so good. I feel a bit overpowered by our opponent. He's bouncing Lurrus, he's attacking for... yeah. It's not even his free spell. No, I wonder why he... So this got 1 card in my hand. I'll keep the Lurrus. I'll keep the Ozolith. Oh. He said he was the land. I guess he just attacks for lethal now. Yeah. Good game, opponent. Damn it. Definitely gonna go watch these games. Yeah. First game we got blown up by that lightning bolt. Maybe the idea. They only run 3 lightning bolts in their deck, right? The range of keyboard hands is not so big. They need sort of to have some suspend cards, as foretold. So you could say that I'm not unhappy about. Of course, I'm unhappy about being blown up, but I'm not super unhappy about being blown up because it could be that most of the games this is the correct line to play. Second, the one we won, kind of, they just self-destructed. This third game, I'm not sure.